Good morning, adventurers, and welcome back to my channel. I'm in Branson, Missouri, and today we have some exciting adventures planned, but let me tell you a little bit about what's been going on. Last night we got back to our hotel and we had no water. That was wild. Apparently they had some kind of leak or something, and so all I wanted desperately to do in my life was to shower after being out and about all day, and it couldn't. At least not when I wanted to. So I had to wait around for just a little bit. I downloaded a whole bunch of stuff. I worked a little bit in my room. And then finally I got to take a shower. But that put me into a kind of different headspace. So I'm dragging a little bit today. Now normally this is when I'd have some coffee, but today I do not need the jitters because we are going to be going on a trail with scooters and bikes, and I need all my wits about me where I don't get the caffeine jitters from being too excited. So instead, I think what I'm going to do is just stretch it out, and we're going to go and take a little bit of a trip to a couple places before we hit the trail. Today we're going to go to the Purple Barn, which is the place that you go whenever you need to get some tickets and you want to get some good deals, but we're also going to go to Walmart because my dad, he needs a bike helmet still before we hit this trail. So with that said, this is going to be an interesting day. Very, very interesting. Starting off my day, it's about 65 degrees. So that's a good start. It's going to be a little chilly. Yesterday it got up to about 78. Today high is in like the 80s. It is a huge, massive improvement from being in Texas where it was 106, 107. And so for the next couple days, we're trying to do all the outside stuff that we can at the same time, trying to also have a good, healthy balance of inside things. So yesterday we spent the entire day at a theme park. It was so fun. Got to see where a new ride is. Go check out that video. I tell a little bit about the park and some of the little hacks that you can use if you ever come up there. But then I also had a very exciting mini golf challenge with my dad, and well, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but my dad has something on his hand because he had an issue, and whenever he had this issue, it kind of took away his movement of some of his little fingers on his dominant hand. So we decided to have a handicap version of golf. In other words, we both decided to play with our non-dominant hand and only do one-handed golf. That was super fun. And so that was cool. But now we're going to try this biking and scootering with both hands, but maybe with a little bit less range and motion. Of course, I do have the Highboy scooter that I brought out because I wanted to test it. One of my favorite trails that you can also do scootering on is here in Branson. So this works out well. And I also have my Vito bike with me. So this is going to be really fun. One of us is going to do each of them. We might switch out just to kind of see which one we like better. And this is going to be helpful because my dad has been looking to see what he wants to carry in his van. And so by testing out each one of these, he can get a better idea too. Now, with that said, we are currently getting all of our stuff out of the room. We still have another night here, but, well, I have a few thoughts. Obviously, the room looks a mess right now because we were kind of in here and all of that. But last night, when we returned, we came back and the curtain was open. So we thought, oh, okay, so they probably did our beds. They didn't. So we thought, okay, that's weird. Upon closer evaluation of the room, they had taken out the trash, but not really done anything else. And so it was like, okay. I don't know if they just saw that we were here still and just didn't realize they had a long stay of like a few days and they don't do that, or if they just didn't do that. I don't know. I will just say this was a great deal, but there are some things that I've noticed since I first came into the room. And I documented one of those things on the first video, but I've since noticed a couple of other things. So, would I return to this particular hotel? Probably not. With that said, I slept pretty well, so I'm not upset about the sleep or the bed or anything like that. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it's just where we're calling our place to lay our head, so it's fine. But the floor, I don't know if the floor was just not completely even, or if they installed it on something that has since moved because of the weather. But the floor definitely is not the same kind of floor like I'm used to at my house, despite being the same kind of floor that we used in the house. Does that make sense? Again, as a deal breaker, no, it's not. It's just kind of strange. And it's a floating floor, so it could be a variety of different things. Otherwise, you know, the TV works, the microwave, I'm assuming works. We haven't used it. The refrigerator seems to be cold. With the exception of the water situation, everything's been good otherwise. So, yeah. The parking is also on this like super incline, so I have to put my emergency brake on. we're in the Ozarks. I get it. That's pretty normal. As a whole though, there's so many places to stay here that typically we do rotate anyway. So we're just trying out this one, and it's not on my top list. I eventually want to do a list of all the properties that we've stayed at and which ones I would return to and not return to. If you're interested in seeing that, let me know. Okay, Dad found one, so that's a good start to our day. We just finished up here at Walmart and got a few things also. So off we go. Okay, so now that that's finished and I'm starting to wake up a bit more, now we're off to our next stop. I don't know what this is gonna be yet. I don't know if we're gonna go straight out to the lake or not. We're gonna talk about it a little bit, but oh, stretching is good. Stretching is good. Okay, I think we're gonna get some gas first before we go on our adventures because, well, I don't like to go this low usually, but you know, it is what it is. We've been doing a lot of driving. So with that said, we're gonna go grab some gas and, well, Dad's over here working on his bike helmet, trying to get the tags removed. And normally I have a whole kit of things that could help him, but I took everything out of the van for the most part, except for like my toolkit. So, this could be a challenge. Okay, so we're trying to figure out a problem before we go to the purple building. Dad's trying to adjust these helmets, so we're literally both sitting in the van with helmets on. I'm sure people coming by look at us real funny, but I was trying to see how my little latching mechanism works because one of Dad's straps is super like loose. And see, I have one that's loose, but it's loose in the back instead of the front. His is loose in the front instead of the back. This fits really well for me though. It doesn't move or anything. So I like how this fits. It fits really comfortably. So he's trying to get it to where it feels comfortable for him also. The only thing I'm gonna struggle with is my floof a little bit today because whenever I put this on, I wasn't thinking about that. But it's a difficult thing to get set up for the first time. After it's there, it's just kind of there though. So, yeah, I'm sure the people are thinking strange things right now. Okay, so we finally figured that out. And now we're going to the purple building just to see what they have that we might be interested in. We have no expectations, but this gives us a good early start just in case we do find something. Okay, that worked out really well. We ended up getting some discounts on mini golf and then also on a show that neither one of us have seen. So tonight we're going to be going to a show. It's called Hamner's, and I'll show you a couple little glimpses of what the theater and stuff looks like in this video. But tomorrow we're going to go play Brookside mini golf, which means another one-handed golfing adventure. Now it's time for us to go out to Table Rock where we can take on some scootering and some biking. This should be interesting. Oh, this day is gonna be wild, guys, and you're coming with us. Also, while I was inside, I found that Branson has a Branson cheese company. So before I leave town, I'm gonna check it out. I have my fridge with me, so why not? I love a good cheese moment. And also, this is gonna make potentially charcuterie in the future better because I like to come up here a lot of times, and sometimes my friends will come camp with me, especially out at the lake. And so we're always looking for some good cheese for charcuterie. So if I go scout this and there's some good stuff, that will be going forward where I get my cheese when I come to Branson. So yay, I'm so excited. You never know what you're gonna find. That's why you always need to stop at the different places and check them out. And it was absolutely free just to go in and browse. They have tons of interesting things inside to tell you about the shows and the activities, but then they do also have those discounts. So if you do decide to spend some money while you're here, it saves you some money. But in the meantime, we got some new brain wrinkles about some cheese. So that's exciting. Okay, we're here. We're gonna park at the Dewey Short and try to get a little bit closer to the trail so that way we can start off and have some fun. It does look like it's kind of crowded out here today. I'm kind of surprised, but you know, it's okay. We'll find ourselves a good parking spot and we'll be fine. Today we're at Table Rock Lake and we're gonna check out the Lakeshore Trail and do a little biking and scootering. Just kidding guys. Dad just went over the sign, and even though the website says that you can, it says on the kiosk that you cannot. Okay, so this means we're gonna have to pivot
Scooters
today.
are allowed, but they can't be motorized.
Oh no!
Also, only thing motorized is wheelchairs.
Okay, boo.
So,
It's okay. We're gonna look to see if we can go to another place. I was really excited about this one because it's so beautiful out here and you can see all the trees. But you know, that's what it is. And also I saw another channel who's here from the Branson area who definitely rode their scooters out here. So I thought that it would be okay. Apparently they're just rule breakers. So yeah, good to know. Also won't be taking much advice from them going forward. So okay, so we're gonna look up the other parks in town to see if we can take them out there and go there instead. It'll be fine. I love this trail though. It's a good walking trail. I'm not mad at it. I get it. Okay, in a true pivot move, I went back online and I did read a little bit more about the Missouri State Parks. Some you can actually ride on the trails, others you can ride around the parks, but not on the trails specific. So that's okay, again, I won't be taking advice from the other YouTubers that I found, just because clearly they didn't read the signs, and we're all about brain wrinkles, and well, Dad immediately pointed that out. So we don't want to be the problem. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go instead to a park that is actually on the e-bike trail, and it's called Stockstill Park, and it's about 5.7 miles away from where we are. And I know that this one is actually a part of a larger trail system that is rated for e-bikes per the e-bike site that does e-bike rentals here in Branson. So I know that they're probably looking out for everybody's best interest. If we do see a sign though, we're also gonna read that. So this is just another one of those weird things though that we needed to know, because even though I really like this trail, it's not always accessible to all of us for doing every activity, and that's why it's important. And I'm all about keeping trails open, so doing the right thing. So, a little wild day today. This is why I bring you guys along. We're going to Stockstill. Okay, so we made it to Stockstill, and it's a beautiful day out here. I don't exactly know where the path begins, so we're gonna walk it out kind of to figure that out real quick. And then after we figure that out, then I'll film that other video. But locking the van for a minute, and I think we found it maybe, but let's go check it out to make sure. This is a really nice park. It's like 60 some odd acres, and there's a water feature, and there's tennis courts and soccer fields, and apparently a really nice wide path that looks like it's right in front of us. Okay, we're looking around. Smoking's prohibited. It doesn't say anything weird about e-bikes, but there's some more. So let's go check these out. Okay, so this is fine too so far. It's a really nice park. So, there's nothing saying we can't here. There's actually a bicycle out here too. It's a little different with an e-bike versus a actual bike though. So I don't see anything saying that we can't. So I think we'll be okay. Okay, so I think this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna try it. And this says that it's a half mile around this little loop. I don't necessarily need to do a ton to try this out. If it works well, we can continue forth with a larger trail if we can find one. I think there's more on the other side. This looks like a good starting place. So yeah, I'm gonna start on that video. We're gonna get everything out, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh, this is terrifying. Okay, we're closing up shop. That was really fun. Had a blast. Go check out that video. Definitely interesting. Had a really interesting ride. Dad had the bike, I had the scooter, and well, we've been out here for a while. So next up, we got to figure out probably some water, some food, something like that. Stockstill was super awesome. I really like this park. It's beautiful. And yeah, I'm gonna cool off the van because It is cooler today, but it's still probably pretty warm in the van because we were sitting in the direct sun. So it is what it is. Yep, it's kind of warm in the van, even though it is a nice day here. It is 101 in the van. So we're gonna cool off just a little bit. Like I said, it's a really nice day today. It's 76 degrees here, but 101 when you're parked in the van. So, you know, that's part of the reason why I don't have a pet on the road, because if I were to go off and do an adventure like this on a perfectly nice day, unfortunately, I don't have ventilation to facilitate a pet, and the pet would be subjected to that temperature. That's not fun or fair. You know, that's the thing. It's a full-time commitment if you have a pet, and I prefer adventures and doing things like that, so it makes it really hard to travel with one. And I applaud all those who do, but the way that my van is set up, just with its nothingness insulation and no vents or no fans or anything like that, that I really don't desire to put in here, it just doesn't make it a fair situation if I were to have an animal. So, but on the other hand, I had a blast today. And Dad, did you have fun?
I had fun.
Yay, he had fun. Okay, so now we're gonna figure out some food. I'm clearly a lot more awake than I was this morning when we started this video. So there's gonna be some thought put into this, and well, I'll show you what we end up with. Okay, so we made it into town and we're about to go grab some food, but we're at this little shopping plaza area that the place we're going to go to is, and I love this place. It's so cute. It's just, well, let me show you. Now the place we're going, my dad hasn't been before, but I've been here several times, so I'm excited. He gets to go here and check it out. We're going to Mel's, where they sing as they serve you. Okay, so that was Mel's Hard Luck, and I love this place because it's good and you're entertained while you're actually eating. The singing servers here are quite fabulous, and they sing a variety of different tunes, and today we got to see several different styles, which is cool. Everything from like show tunes to country to Billy Joel, so it was kind of interesting. But now we're gonna kind of browse around a little bit at the shopping center and figure out what else we're gonna do today, I guess. Okay, upon leaving, we found the soap store. I always stop in the soap store every single time I'm in Branson, and they have olive oil soaps, which are so good. They have started doing these little variety packs. It's $9 and something for these little squares, and it gives you all of the different like scents. And I love this because these are perfect for van life, because I can take 4 of these and put them in one soap container, and then I can use these and they last quite a while. Now normally they also have these ones that they call emoji soaps, and they're about this big and they're just 1 cent, and you can get those also. So I've been doing those, but now they've started doing these, I'm gonna use these, and then the next time I come up here I'll get another one. But I'm really excited about this because this is getting me more and more psyched for my next round of travel, and so there's that. We just stopped off. Dad is currently exchanging our voucher for our tickets. Tonight we're gonna go see the Hamners. Again, I can't film much of that, but I'll show you a little bit of it whenever we come back to the show, what the place looks like and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna get into after this though. This has been a great adventure day. When you just go with the flow and kind of figure out things as you go, you end up finding some really interesting and unique things no matter where you are. So this is definitely how I like to travel. And because of that, I've gotten to meet cool people. We talked to the ladies at the soap place for like a while today. We got to listen to some great music. We went out and did an activity, and now we're going to get entertainment this evening. So this is just a super relaxed, chill day in my life. And even though it started off with no water and a little bit of like, ugh, grumpy, you know, if you're just willing to see life through the perspective of joy, you can find so much more to your day. So with that said, I don't know what's in store next, but I'll keep you guys along for the ride, so we'll find out. We decided to do a little thrifting before the show, so we're out thrifting right now. Okay, we found one thing, a sealed puzzle for $3, 1,000 pieces. So Dad's gonna be busy whenever he gets back home. Okay, in an attempt to pass some time before the show, we were going to do some geocaching, but the geocache that we were coming toward is available only during business hours. So instead we're going to do a little bit of downtown Branson shopping and go probably to Dick's 5 and Dime, or Dick's 5 and 10, depending on how you want to say it, but it's a staple here. You need to come. I've actually got a video for this in my playlist. Go check it out. Okay, so we finished up at Dick's 5 and Dime. Super fun. Dad got some good deals. And now we're about to go into the show. I'll show you just a little bit of what it looks like in here, but obviously I can't show you the show. But just know that we got a really good deal for 2 tickets, and Purple Building came through on this one. Okay guys, this has been a long day. We just wrapped up at the show. We were up the road from Taco Bell, so we just picked up something because it's kind of late and it's kind of during the week, so not as many things are open. So we thought this was the most convenient way to get back and start downloading stuff so we can do it all over again tomorrow. I've had a good time. I hope that you've enjoyed sharing this day in the life with me. Again, this looks a little bit different than my normal van journeys, but at the same time, you know, I've had a really good time, and this is kind of how I move about and do things when I'm in my van also. The only difference is we return to the hotel instead of returning to the campsite, and well, this has been a wild one. Remember guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. Check out the videos that correspond with this. They'll be after this one, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!